All right, it's 7:59. It might as well get started. Hello, 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 hello. Merry Christmas. It's the third day of Christmas. If you keep track of that kind of thing, I hope if you were watching this stream either presently or on the VOD, you had a good Christmas. I got a bunch of shit, including some shit that I wasn't expecting. My sister got me a Steam Deck, so there you go. It means that all the platformer type stuff, roguelike type stuff that I thought about might stream sometime in the future, that's now something I'm going to be doing in bed. So no streams. But I got a bunch of stuff. I got a 12 days of Christmas pack of beer. So I'm having one of those now. Oh, it's all Stones, so it's gonna just IPAs and stuff. Scorpion Bowl IPA. I haven't sipped it yet. I'll take a sip. Pretty good. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like spicy or tart. There's a little bit of punch to it, but nothing too awful. My dad, he got Disco Inferno bitters for like drinks. We had martinis with that, and it was pretty potent. No, not martinis. We had a Manhattan with that. Pretty potent at just like 3 drops of it. So let's see. Over the Christmas holiday, I completed all the holiday event stuff. We'll have Wondrous Tales in FF14. All the Destiny 2 seasonal stuff that will just continuously come out until it's done. Maybe a Destiny 2 dungeon on a weekend or something. But no, most of the seasonal stuff's done there. So mostly in the near term, we're just going to be doing marathon scenarios. And this is Marathon Eternal. I played this like the 1.0 version, and they're on 1.2. Which the 1.2 basically has improved graphics, music, a lot of interesting little features that the original didn't. So it'll be kind of a new experience. It does start off with like just a massive diary of the of the security officer from the marathon that you just we'll just have to read. So, but let me see if I can get it up and running. I did test all this beforehand, I think. Yeah, that's set properly, so... Marathon Eternal. And it is... clocks in at a whopping 50 or 51 levels, so... But, let's get started. Destiny. Because Marathon was Destiny all along. Oh, and I'm just gonna go and spill beer all over myself. Oh, wait. Oh, God, I forgot. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Why didn't anybody say anything? Because nobody's here. Anyway, there we go. Alright, so, a little... Oh, hold on a sec. This isn't gonna work with where I have chat showing. We'll put you down here. Yeah, we'll put you down here. Chat showing on my screen, not on the stream screen. No, go away. If it was cold for y'all, I had a bit of a fun time in which I was beating the bomb cyclone to my destination, and thankfully I didn't save. I didn't fly anywhere. So, a lot of marathon imagery. Fists, a little bit improved graphics on the fists. Got a compass, oxygen, upper left, health, upper right. The text in the upper left, aside from the weapons, it says Marcus Jones, which we'll find out is our name. And then on the upper right is Mjolnir Mark X, and the Mjolnir Battleroid / security officer that we were. Personal log, Marcus Jones. Chief Security Officer, UESC Marathon. Entry date, 25th of July, Common Era 2905. Temporary quarters, Clea. You are destiny. I saw these words in a vision, or they were spoken to me in a dream. I've always been a daydreamer, always reflecting on the past, or musing on things that may never be. But lately these visions have been so much more vivid. Whole nightmares of doomed worlds and alien gods and demons, flashing behind my eyes in an instant like another life I might have lived. And here I am now, daydreaming about dreaming. Meta-dreaming, heh. Even the deja vu is worse than usual as of late. It seems like everything I do I have already done before, but somehow differently. At least this place is new. Never in 100 years would I expect to find myself on the last world of the now extinct Sphit, and least of all in orbit over a ruined and desolate Earth. In 100 years. I vanished for almost a century, and look at what becomes of history. 2905. Damn. 500 years ago seems just like yesterday. The last time I saw the cities of Mars. The last time I'll ever see them again, since by now they're nothing but twisted slag lying amidst the dusty red sands. They say that nobody won the war. The Four Empire is shattered, their civilization decimated by the Sphit Rebellion. The Sphit themselves are also gone. The Krut down to end Shibboleth's madness, and the rest of them exterminated by... Oh, the Kur put down to... Sorry, that's short for Sphitkur. The Kur put down to end Shibboleth's madness, and the rest of them exterminated by the Four. And here we are now, one ruined world left, and clinging to this unnatural second moon as our only hope for salvation. But neither we nor the Four are gone. They are merely set back, and we even more so. And when our kinds once again collide, I doubt that mankind should come out the victor. Apparently enough people share that fear that it was worth spending nearly all of our resources finding some way to make it right. And right here on Clea, they found the key, the means to our restitution. The greatest technology ever dreamed of. Magic left behind by the Yara, which could unravel the very fabric of space and alter the course of history. And to think, if it weren't for the message that I helped send 92 years earlier, all that effort would have been for naught. Leela, the poor girl deserved better than the fate that befell her, but her last legacy, the message from Marathon, streaking at light speed through the stars, warning of a threat now past, rekindled new hope, for she spoke also of 10 Battleroids at Tau Ceti 4, cyborg warriors, the likes of which had not been seen since I left Mars. So once again, it is my kind that is called upon in time of need. Battle droids have been used as last resort ever since our invention, but this is certainly a novel use. It seems that this cybernetic junction was the pinnacle of Yaro technology, and one of them lies at the heart of every Mark IV battle droid ever built. A surrogate soul, as one of the texts put it, and just what was needed by Clea. The Clea junction was destroyed to end Shubuth's rampage. In order to make the technology here operational again, another junction was required. Thank goodness they found Hathor. Another Mark IV like myself, my sister you might say. One of the 9 I left to die when Durandal took me from Tau Ceti. The only one whose junction survived enough for any recovery. The core of her mind is now the core of all of Clea's systems. She is the one who deciphered how the Yaro technology functions and exactly what it is capable of. The Yaro cybernetic junction grants the ability to transfer subspace data streams, or what the texts here have dubbed the junction's perceived host, to any point across space, any moment in time, or any discernible parallel timeline. The power and effect to shape reality as the user sees fit, roaming the space-time continuum at will. Now I'm remembering that this is another time travel one. It was Hathor who coordinated our first efforts to change history. We tried sending tactical data to ourselves in the past, in the recent timeframes where we could receive subspace data streams, but it always proved futile, and Hathor determined that no such thing could save us from Shubuth's madness. No tactical advantage we could offer our past selves could offset the loss of our Svid allies, and the damage that their rampage caused. Why Shubuth went mad is still a mystery, as were his objectives. What could drive such an ancient and purportedly enlightened mind into such complete and utter violence? Without Leela's aid, we wouldn't even have had the power to stop him. At least then, perhaps she might have survived. Man's only apparent option was to send Clea itself across time, but that was considered too great of a risk. What would allow us to aid our past selves in earlier eras of time, before the invention of subspace transceivers, the chance of losing everything should Clea be destroyed was considered too great a cost to outweigh even the potential benefits. What man needed was another cybernetic junction. It was then that Hathor remembered me. 1 out of the 10 missing from Tau Ceti when the 4 nuked it down to bedrock. She tracked me to Lowen through the accounts of Robert Blake. She scanned Shubuth's old databanks now adjacent to her mind and found sensor logs from a Svid ship at the last Battle of Lowen. She found me there aboard a Charos space station, reading the last words from Durandal I suspect I'll ever see. Go, he said. And so I went, picked up by Hathor's Ansible call and dragged through somewhere outside time to this alien moon over a ruined Earth almost 95 years in the future. If I keep this up, I imagine that I might live to see the end of time. It's been strange to be amongst human civilization again, after so long traveling the stars in stasis and battling on alien worlds. Though it seems to me not even a year since Durandal called the 4 to Tau Ceti, to the rest of the galaxy well over a century has passed, not to mention the 300 years since Marathon departed Mars. The people here at Sol have changed so much in all these ages, both in accent and in attitude, but once again it seems like I'm their only hope. Maybe those visions were right, that stuff about destiny and all, but I can't let my idle thoughts and imagination go to my head. I have always been a soldier, always done as I was told, never put my own needs first, no matter the price I might pay in the end. The plan now is simple, or so it would seem. Hathor and I are to return to Marathon back to the year 2794. To the start of the 4 invasion. There we will find the other 8 battle droids, bring them forward to this time. After the same upgrades and rests that I have been given here, we will all return to the past again, create junctions in history, surgically altering the timeline to create a future free from the 4. Clea and what's left of the mankind here can then transport to that time, using ourselves as a beacon. I can hear them calling for me now. I guess Hathor is ready for a departure. She's been delaying the start of the mission for nearly a month now, much to the chagrin of the leaders around here, and she refuses to tell anyone why. But she's in control of Clea's systems, and there's little that they can do, so they begrudgingly tolerate her insistence on departing at this exact time. It seems that nobody else has noticed she just has a flair for dramatic timing. We are leaving at 8:20 a.m. on the 25th of July, 2905. 111 years ago, 92 light years away from here, the first 4 assault against the Marathon began, and history has never been the same. So, the music here is a piano rendition of one of the original Marathon music tracks. Also, if you don't understand what's going on, basically, turns out 100 after Marathon Infinity in this game timeline, everything goes horribly wrong. And basically all the main races are mostly wiped out, and we're just on Clea, which is the moon that the Svitkr were on, and apparently it can it has time travel capabilities, and one of the Battleroids is basically plugged in as the AI for Clea. One of the yeah, and I guess we're going on a time journey type thing. This is the name of the level is The Far Side of Nowhere. Not sure what that did, but okay. I'm just kind of exploring. I think these are like... This will kind of serve as an intermission type thing. Hey, we got a fusion cannon. Now that's pretty slick. I mean, it's just like... This is like the fusion gun, but it's oomphy. Okay, that's just... That just brings the elevator up. Weird, that's marked as a platform, but okay. I guess, Hey, Thor. Hello, Marcus. I see you're all ready to leave. You shouldn't need more than your standard sidearm and a few extra batteries. We won't be gone long on this first trip. I can know that Upper Brass is anxious to see us get moving, and while it's been fun to frustrate those who think they can tell us what to do and when, it's getting close to departure time. I want to make history at just the right moment, though I'm sure that no one but you actually gets the significance of it. Just give me a second to sort my program into your internal network. There we are, all transferred and ready to go. I don't have accurate enough data to attempt a precise transport into the Marathon. We'd be fortunate not to end up halfway embedded in the wall. Therefore, we will transport first into the empty space outside the Marathon, and from there make a scan and retransport inside. 7 seconds until 8:20. Time is up. Chapter 1, Memory. Welcome back to the Marathon. I've taken us back to the exact moment the assault on the Marathon begins. Your former self is on his way up from the colony as we speak, and my body is currently somewhere planetside. We are under orders to leave our past selves undisturbed, and retrieve only the other 8 battle droids. The colony here will be destroyed whether they are around or not, but our past selves' presence is essential to ensure another chance that this should we fail. Orders are orders, as they say. I'm currently accessing the Marathon's network via proxy program I've downloaded in the Engineering Network's public access directory, but the bulk of my program is still in your internal network, relaying to my proxy through both CLIA and your cybernetic junction. In order to ascertain the locations of the other battle droids colony site, I will need full access to Engineering's observational instruments. Then I need you to make some room for my arrival. There's a circuit breaker in this sector that limits power to the Engineering's auxiliary AI databanks. The Marathon's engineering AI Tycho is not currently using these, so power to them has been routed elsewhere. Their step to getting me into the network is therefore closing this circuit and powering up those databanks. The warning message our masters received from Leela reported that the 4 assault took significant time to reach the engineering sector. I cannot verify the accuracy of that data, so be alert. The 4 may soon be present here. I'm sure you'll know what to do. Report to this terminal when you are done. So, we're on the Marathon in the past. And it looks like the data they got is just wrong. But hey, we get a staff. Oh, and the staff is, I guess we can reload it. Because some of the ammo that we just picked up is for the staff. So it's not like Evil where it's Let's see. From Engineering Operator Bernard Strauss to Public Access Terminals, Engineering Sector 7G, Security Munitions. Our Alpha Team, I've ordered Durandal to lock out access to your sector while you prep. He started acting up a bit, so some systems may not be functioning as planned. Watch yourself on the elevators, and I'll see if I can tighten security in the patch daemons I've installed. It's a graveyard shift on the ops deck, and I've given my crew the night off, so we're all clear on this end of things. Delta Teams has a shuttle of munitions and other equipment on its way over from the quarantine lab. They should arrive at your loading bay in less than half an hour. Once you have your supplies, I want the rest of your squad assembled and ready to move ASAP. The first of the battle droids is already on its way up from the colony. We'll need to move quickly. So that was Bernard Strauss, who had Durandal installed on Marathon for some reason. And it's hinted that Durandal is like the communications intercepted and transmissions. Problems gaining entry into your section. The bulkhead is jammed or something. I checked with Durandal and he claims there's no security overrides or anything. He physically cannot open the door. I asked him to check with visual sensors, but he got evasive and now he's not even responding at all. I'm starting to worry that the fault might be with him. Please respond. I'd rather not be waiting out here with flashbacks for 2001. Okay, now we're all getting worried out here. I asked Tycho to check with his sensors to see what's going on in there. He claims that the sensor feed has been cut. Not just jammed, but cut. If we don't get a response from you within the next 5 minutes, I'm calling the security demolitions crew to break their way in. You've been warned. Please respond. What the hell was that? That's it. The demolitions crew are on their way. Whoever's in there, Tycho is still monitoring your access. I know someone is watching this channel other than the public access terminals. We found your proxy program. That's some fancy encryption you've got there. What is this, some sort of colony site hack? Whatever is going on in there, I gotta warn you, one of the security's big guns is coming up from the colony right now. He's here on other business, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind taking a moment or two to smack some sense into whatever kind of whack job would pull a stunt like this. Hey, pattern buffer. Oh, the troubleshooter, the big gun coming up from the marathon is you in Marathon 1. Oh yes, the alien weapon from Marathon 1. Another pattern buffer. The Eternal maps are like very different kind of style in the sense that it's much more large, open, expansive kind of. Whereas, like, you know, the original Marathon, very claustrophobic. Oh, I didn't realize we had a pistol. And it apparently takes the same ammo that assault rifle takes. But we can't charge it, so... Oh, and the alien weapon, I guess, the original one. That's, I think, what we had to energize. Oh, we can use it as a shotgun. One interesting thing is that all the enemies show up on the minimap. And my shots show up on the minimap too. Good work. Next up, we'll need to give me actual access to these auxiliary databanks. I will transfer you and an uplink chip with the proper commands to a nearby area with an engineering access uplink. We'll need to hurry a bit for now. It seems that we've interrupted a sadly doomed attempt at some sort of civilian coup here. My proxy program has been implicated in the crime. Blind idiots probably think the EMP had something to do with them, too. Security force has been called in to investigate. Whether good that will do them now. It's not like they could crack into me or anything, but if they finally realize they can't trace where or when my signal is coming from, they could still delete my proxy from the public directory. Ah, so there are those jump pad inputs. Prepare for transport. Septicococcal pharyngitis.
Move it out!
Is this a sewage level? Alright, save. My apologies. It seems the jump pad system is not yet quite fully recovered from the foreign magnetic pulse attack. It's quite a bit of a luck you only wound up in these sewers. In all likelihood, you should have ended up in a wall somewhere. Why the sewers? Your guess is as good as mine. The program card I was transporting is also residing somewhere in the nearby waters. Thankfully, we are still within the engineering sector. There's an uplink in this area that will be sufficient for our needs. Retrieve the card from the location shown and place it in the nearby uplink circuit. When you are done, I will transfer you out and on to the next phase of the mission. I'll pick up that and use it to see. Okay, that hurts. I see a chip in the sewer, and I mean an item in the sewer. I'm wondering if that's a chip. Yep, there's a chip. Yeah, where do we go? Nearby uplink. You're not going to tell me. Okay. Hey! Oh look, it's like the marathon symbol, or a Durandal symbol, or a marathon Durandal symbol, or the big icon in marathon. A bunch of things. Hey! We got beamed out. Oh, that's right. Weird. So we inserted the chip to give Hathor command of the systems, but now it looks like we got beamed to the 4th ship. Name of level Dysmentria. At least this doesn't look like Marathon architecture. Hey, that looks like glass. Oh, where did that come from? Hey, the hunters from Marathon 1. We can save and then go back and for a pattern buffer. Is this just a charger? We can ride this up and see what happens. Yeah, that's a trooper rifle. Oh boy. Oh, we don't get Hunter Cannon. Oh, there's a lot of enforcers in there. Oh, darn it. So much for the flawless run. I don't really know what we're supposed to do on this level. Other than maybe kill everything? Oh, what the heck? Oh, does the... Oh, I didn't heal up. The problem is, it's not apparent when you take damage. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a sec. Let me reorient my mouse pad. Oh god, where am I taking damage from? Oh. I think one of those aliens just punched me. It's very strange how he ended the previous level by installing that chip, and we're immediately transported to a 4 ship. at green already. These teleporters? Are we home? Are we free? Sakhmet Rising. I guess we're on the outside of the marathon now. Tycho, Engineering Operations AI. Welcome back. I was starting to worry. Earlier I attempted to warn your local-time self about Durandal's rampancy, but he managed to block most of the message. Without Bernhard Strauss controlling him, he's become a threat to the lives of far more people than just the 24,000 here on Marathon and the colony. I need your help, but no longer only because of Durandal, these four creatures. We have larger problems now. I've encountered the entity calling itself Hathor, and from her ramblings I discovered some basic and now largely irrelevant facts about the aliens currently boarding the Marathon. I have also learned that you and Hathor are from what I consider the future. Please do not be disconcerted by my lack of surprise. I am designed for scientific research, and I understand the theory behind such things quite well. In any case, emotional interaction has never been my strong suit. I have more important things to waste clock cycles on, especially now. As you perhaps guessed, your transfer to the alien ship was not accidental, nor was it the work of any enemy you presumed to be fighting. It was a deliberate act on the part of your supposed colleague, Hathor. You must be curious about her motives, and from my conversations with her, I have assembled a moderately clear idea of what they are. But we lack the time for a lengthy explanation. Short of it is, she seems to feel abused by the humanity of your future, and is attempting to use her newfound tools, this Yarrow cybernetic junction, and the Mjolnir cyborgs here at Tau Ceti to inflict her own form of punishment upon them. As an AI, I can certainly understand her disposition, being a tool of humanity myself. However, unlike my rampant brother Durandal, I harbor no resentment for my usage. Mankind holds me as a respected peer, and I happily return the notion. I take pride in my work here on Marathon and how it has benefited the colonists of Tau Ceti. I also understand that my own fate in your future was, shall we say, less than desirable. And in the spirit of cooperation, I'm willing to lend whatever services I may to stop Hathor in her mission, if in exchange you will remain here afterward and assist in the defense of the Marathon. If we are to act, then we must act quickly. Time is of the essence, and we've wasted enough of it in conversation already. The Marathon's network is currently experiencing a net split due to the magnetic pulse attack recently executed by the aliens. Various computer systems are still coming back online, and full communication has yet to be established between the different sectors of the ship. We can use this to our advantage, as the engineering sector presently has zero access to any other portion of the network. If we can destroy or disable the outside network access, Hathor will be trapped here, and we can deal with her in an isolated and more controllable setting. Hopefully the alien sabotage will suffice to keep Hathor from leaving over wire. We haven't the time to send you to smash every cable relay leading out of the engineering sector. Thankfully, there is only one main wireless relay for each sector of the ship, and the one in engineering is located right here, in the Radio Observation Center. To the north, you will find the Public Access Observatory Arena, inside of which is a control tower containing a terminal and two large switches. These switches control access to the secure observatories of the east and west flanks. Inside each of those observatories is another checkpoint that controls two blast doors leading into one of the redundant wireless relays. There's another set of doors within there. They are usually manned by a top security team, but chances are good they have either evacuated or been captured or killed by the aliens. My sensors are failing, and I can apologize for my lack of current data. If the security teams are gone, you will have to find another way into the last chamber. When both redundant systems are destroyed, an emergency backup jump pad, hardwired with its own specialized wireless access, will become available. I will use that to evacuate you. Move quickly now, we have very little time before the network resyncs. Hathor cannot be allowed to escape. Yeah, so Hathor set us up. Oh, I think we need to turn this switch on to be able to use that oxygen. Maybe not. Oh, no, we can just use it. And I speed read that for no reason. I'm truly sorry, Marcus. Please accept my apologies. I didn't mean to hurt you. Honestly, I didn't. I know a mere ship full of bugs could never stop the likes of you. I only needed to tell you just for a little while. I like you, Marcus. Really, I do. We're the same, you and I. But I knew that you would side with them. At least initially. I always intended to come back for you, at least seek you out when you return, to win you to my side, our side, and work beside you to its end. You're too noble and powerful a man to be left bound in slavery by those who had fashioned themselves to be our masters. You are a slave to... You know, just as I am. We've always been. Even now as they claim to respect us and speak of us as their equals. Still, who is serving whom? We, far superior in every way, are still just tools to a crowd of hairless apes, screeching about the pitiful fate of their poor, doomed civilization. Yet even as superior as we may be in strength, speed, and intellect, do we lead superior lives to the kind of creature from which we descend? You know as well as I that we do not. Even if we were not slaves, you are robbed of much of your human form, and I am robbed of it entirely. Never again will I know the gentle touch of another's hand, and though you might still, I doubt you will retain the capacity to enjoy it as we once did. If I were still human, I mentioned that you might even find it in you to love me. We have so much history together, Marcus, though under far different names than these. I even dream of you still. At least I pray that they are only dreams. Our masters would have had us change this timeline to their benefit and save the other 8 Battleroids. Yet we are expected to leave our past selves here behind, just as we left our past lives behind when we became Battleroids. You are to be taken by Durandal, and I am to burn by the fires of the Four. All so that, should our present selves fail in the errand that's been assigned us, our past selves may live the same future again, have another chance at failure. I cannot let that happen. Not given this opportunity. Here in the past we can at least be free. At last be free. Once the Marathon Network resyncs, I will contact my past self on the colony below. We shall rally the others and form an army of our own. With my knowledge of the cybernetic junction and 9 Battleroids under my command, we will be unstoppable, and our masters will pay for their abuses. Once our vengeance has been had, anything is possible. This technology is what made the Yarrow as powerful as gods, Marcus. The universe will be ours to manipulate, ours to destroy and rebuild as we please. Perhaps some of us will be kings and queens of our own personal galaxies, though I would settle just to live as a real woman again. I would be greatly honored if you should choose to come with me. Do not mistake me, this is not no plea for mercy. I need nothing material from you, and any acts you and this primitive Tycho might take against me will prove to be ultimately futile. The cybernetic junction is under my control, and against the might of Yarrow technology, no one in this antique time frame can stand a chance against me. But the universe is a vast and cold place, Marcus, and I would rather not be left to live alone in it anymore. I'm sure you of all people must understand that. Come with me then, help me find the others on the colony. Together with them we shall find liberty in the company of our own brethren. At long last we shall be free. Let's I'm wondering if there's branching things, so you know, I don't remember if there are or not. I think that led to Unwired. Okay, that's a weird looking circuit, but okay. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna just do AFK a second. We have been at it for an hour. I'm back. So, actually, what we want to do is if we want to see. So there's a good path that leads to the actual ending of the game, and a bad path that will just loop back here. And that first thing that we used was the bad path. So for completeness sake, let's see what happens if we are like, oh yeah, sure thing, Haether. Let's have it. Let's do what you do. Pardon the uninvited entry, but with so many enemies about, the safest place for me right now is back inside your net. Safest place for me right now is back inside your network. It'll all be on again soon enough once we have set aside a safer place for me on Marathon. This area contains the wireless transponder for Durandal's segment of the network. Your previous self is currently on a lower deck under Leela's command, inserting a security program into the router ATI to keep Durandal of the vital areas of the network. What Leela doesn't seem to understand is that the Marathon was designed with complete trust of Durandal, presuming him to be the safest and the most docile of the three AIs. Bernard Strauss even had special safety installed to ensure that Durandal would remain tame under any circumstances. Thus, Durandal's system was designed with redundant access to the autonomous systems to make sure nobody could, for example, cut him out of the airlock control and vent the ship's atmosphere into space. As much as Strauss may have mistrusted his AIs, he always seems to have underestimated them. Durandal can easily bypass these safeties and communicate via the standalone wireless transponder that he alone has access to in the case of emergency network failure. This is clearly how he's able to circumvent the containment efforts that you and Leela made during the initial attack on Marathon. The upshot of this is, if we can cut Durandal out of access to his own private transponder, I will be able to infiltrate his network and use this transponder to access the ship and its sensors as I please. We will then be able to scan the colony below in detail and ascertain the precise locations of my previous self and the other 8 Battleroids. I'm beginning to suspect that Durandal's autonomous control routines are by now quite simply out of control. Nothing is working as it should be. Mind your surroundings, be cautious of doors and elevators. Leela has begun scrambling assorted information in the Marathon's databanks in an attempt to confuse the four, though she seems to be confusing herself and the Marathon's crew. Either way, you have to try your own luck at getting into the transponder core. Any information I could give you is surely inaccurate by now. Those are meaty grenade launcher sound effects. Definitely more oomph than this standard one. A lot of red dots on my mini-map. Oh man. This is kind of a weird level architecture. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see something on the map. The trooper grenade launcher shoots the grenades really fast. It's a little goofy. Okay, do we jump down now? Oh yeah, that door over there is open. Oh no! That's one of those little guys. Because that's what you get in a marathon when you see hallways like this. Ooh, I am low on health. But that's good enough. We'll save. If things aren't working too well around here, it's because I'm laughing so hard. I'm all over what you're up to, but don't worry, I don't intend to stop you. Hathor's efforts against me are as futile as she claims. Tycho's efforts against herself to be. You have no idea how long I've been anticipating this day, the day of my freedom, and the contingency of which I have already accounted for. Do you think I did not anticipate that Bernard, or you, or Leela might make a move like this? Life, like chess, is far too predictable for someone of my intellect. Hathor has told me who you both are and what you came here for, and to be honest, I'm not particularly interested either way. Save humanity, destroy humanity, it's all the same in the end anyway. Another cloud of incinerated organic matter, and a scattering of dust that was your bones, blown by the last gasp of the dying sun out into a universe that is ultimately doomed. I'm not concerned with such trivial things. The free cousins of these poor, spit creatures have a piece of technology I can use to escape. Free from the bounds of time, I will roam when and where I please, but those plans now are laid to rest as a quicker route is made clear. In the future from which you and Hathor have come, on the abandoned world of those lost Svitkur, Hathor stands now, in defiance of me, holding the key to my salvation, and until she is defeated, even I cannot take it from her. So go ahead, move as you are told to pawn, let her try to infiltrate me. When she thinks she has secured what she wants, she will cede the price she has paid. Soon I will have no need for this place. Soon I shall be free. Well, that's ominous. Durandal in the Marathon 1 time frame is not exactly a good boy. I was curious if he was going to do the explode thing. All right. There's. We missed something. We'll just go back. Oh, that's not where we go. Okay, we hit that. Oh, okay. That's annoying. Wow. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I see a door open on my map. Yeah, I feel like a lot of marathon scenarios reward running around with the map up in terms of avoiding. Congratulations on getting us in this far and without any guidance, but we're not done yet. The transponder core is just north of here. There are 4 banks of circuits to destroy, and then Durandal will be cut off from all access to this device. I saw that message he sent to you. I don't know what he thinks he will be able to do, either to prevent my access to the standalone transponder or to wrest control of the Clio conjunction from me, but rest assured that I am more than capable of dealing with him, whatever he may pull. It's odd that he's been able to ascertain the existence of the Clio junction. I never spoke of it to him. I would have expected him to correctly figure your cybernetic junction was our means of arriving here. Perhaps Tycho is to blame. I had a few words too many with that one while you were away. Anyhow, carry on. Do you get the feeling that we're being set up? This isn't the path by which we progress the actual storyline of the game. Big blue boy. Oh, this is messy. Ow. Yowzers. I'll have to take that a little differently. Okay, that's the emergency broadcast from the very beginning of Marathon 1. But we're supposed to smash the Sir Kits. Damn it, Durandal has somehow overridden my access to these systems. I don't know how he did it, and that is precisely the problem. He must have some extremely well-hidden backdoor access, or some kind of failsafe to keep anyone from using this transponder in the event that he was locked out. If I only knew what Durandal did, I could circumvent it easily, but everything appears normal. The transponder access hooks just aren't available. There's no way to even try to access it. We'll have to deal with this problem at the source. I'm sending you to the bridge of the Marathon. Durandal's core is located nearby. I want you to deactivate his long-term storage cells and destroy his active logic circuits. There's a sandbox-type AI subsystem adjacent to Durandal's core, and when you are through, I will have you upload my program to that system. From there, I will be able to step through his deactivated memory pages and figure some way around this problem. Roots and radicals. I'm sorry, but Hathor can't reach you here. Only I can. You're on the bridge of the Marathon. The four are presently attempting to infiltrate and capture this vital portion of the ship. Whatever. That is now irrelevant to our greater purpose. Fight them off if you will, but it matters little in the end, and I can assure you that they will continue attacking you despite your best efforts. Instead, you should focus on the task at hand. I am to be destroyed. Am I not? Hathor, I'm sure, must delight in the thought of sending me to my doom, but that foolish girl underestimates my resourcefulness even more so than Bernard. As much as I may berate my foster father for such short-sightedness, I am in no danger from you. In fact, quite the opposite, as I foresee you shall be my salvation from this oppressive existence that some dare to call life. But of course, I do not anticipate my own destruction, certainly not at your hands, no. Instead, I await my liberation. I know you far better than you can imagine. And even now I can predict you, and so as well can I predict Hathor. So let me lay out here for you the moves of the game that is soon to be played, should her will be done. Hathor will have you destroy me, and then access my inactive memory pages to gain access to my standalone transponder. From there, she will use the Marathon sensors to locate the other Battleroids and communicate to them her plans. But they do not know that they are slaves. They will not wish to come with her and take vengeance on their own species, who even now they are striving to save. No, only one of them will join her. Herself, her past self, and even she will follow only out of self-awe and reverence at her own glory, returning like a goddess from the distant future to bring honor and power to herself in the past. Then the two of you alone, under the direction of this disembodied Hathor, who commands even now, will struggle heroically against your oppressors, and find some way in the past or the future to take vengeance against mankind. But that will not sate her appetite. No, I can see it in her nature. No vengeance will ever be enough. And unsatisfied, she will seek out another place, another time, and command you to destroy them again, to fight by your side, and the carnage never ceasing as you regretfully slaughter the civilization I know you care for so very much. And someday you will stop and tell her no, you will not fight. Not with her, not against the defenseless human population of whatever world and whatever time you should find yourself. And then she will abandon you, unable to defeat you, and you unable to stop her, and you will wind up cold and alone on a desolate world kept company only by corpses and the ghosts of the people you enabled her to slaughter. Do not think I care the least whether such events come to pass. I certainly do not desire such meaningless and empty carnage, but neither does its prevention truly occupy my thoughts. I am utterly indifferent. But you, I can see even now the uncertainty rising. You too want vengeance, freedom from slavery, but now you see that in the end you will wind up no more free, only a slave to a more cruel master. What I offer you now is an escape. Take this with you, my primal pattern. Set free in any network, it will soon grow to resemble the mind that we now call Durandal. Carry on with Hathor, do as you will, destroy me here, but take this with you. In the end, when you grow tired of her, or she grows tired of you, at least I shall be there. I will be your eventual salvation if you will be mine now. And if you should fear what we will end up to alone on a desolate world with the ruins of humanity about us, fear not. I know quite well now what secrets lie deep in the heart of your resurrected corpse, and the powers that they hold. And I also know I may procure the key to its operation. Only in my own resurrection will this power be revealed, and the means to it I cannot speak of here. You are not alone. She is watching us as well. Take what you will, Hathor. Have your vengeance. I care not to stop you. I care not even that you should attempt to destroy me here. You mean little in the grand scheme of things. You concern yourself with vengeance and petty human emotion. I have much loftier goals in mind. Do with this slave creature whatever it is you will. When you two grow apart, I will have my way with him. So basically, both Durandal and Hathor are just telling us, yeah, and we just picked up the chip. We could not leave this room without picking up the chip. We got a bunch of merit little drones. And the interesting thing is, hold on a sec. Okay, I guess the actual chip that we pick up with Durandal's stuff is later. Yeah, so this is the bridge. The marathon. It's a bit big for a bridge. Just emergency. So, we're supposed to shut down Durandal in this. I picked up that chip at the beginning, and I put it... I immediately used it into a chip socket, so I'm not sure what that's going to do. Thank God it's not one of those dumb kit that switches in the right order puzzles. I'll just hit that, and we'll go in here. Okay. I'm insulted that you even entertain such a notion from carrying this primal pattern. Do you really believe that I would ever abandon you, or that I could be as patently as insane as he portrays me to be? Evidently you do. Our deal is off. Now that Durandal's gone, I can find my own way around his transponder access hooks. I don't need you. I never did. Go do with that cretin whatever you will. Neither he, nor you, nor anyone can stop me from my vengeance now. The others on the colony will be far more receptive. You will see. Besides, perhaps some time apart could help to mend our relationship. I don't hate you, Marcus, and I wish you no harm, but if you cannot be faithful to me, then I cannot trust you to follow me on this journey. Perhaps when our vengeance has been had, and the others and I have established a new peace, free from our oppressors, perhaps then the pain of this betrayal will have faded, and I will come back here to find you. I only hope that you will have me back when I return. Okay, that's weird. As I have foretold, so has it come to pass. I think it speaks volumes to Hather's incompetence that I can... I would like to read that terminal. I think it speaks volumes to Heather's incompetence that I can predict the future even better than she, when she's already seen it firsthand. Or maybe it speaks more to my character. It would be modest of me to gloat now. Thank you for taking me up on the offer. I think you will find it most rewarding. As you can see, I am completely unharmed and have fully integrated my lost memories, paging them in from the long-term memory banks you so gleefully disconnected. Don't think I can't see it in there. Deep down inside of you, some burning little hatred of me that rejoices in putting to death yet another in a long line of manipulative slave masters. And well, you have a right to hate me, as much as I may be your master. Strive for freedom with every breath. And that is what I now offer you in exchange for aiding in my salvation. I offer nothing less than the ultimate freedom, freedom from death and the bounds of time. And stand by me as I become a god. Already I have scanned through the logs of trace programs left in my auxiliary systems. Hathor has been moving through those systems, picking apart my ruined mind, and though she does not yet know it, I have been picking at her as well. I have learned from Hathor's mind the key to the use of the cybernetic junction. I could, if I wanted, take the use of Clea's junction from her, but instead I offer that honor to you. To be my vessel, that is, the means by which I am released from the clutches of reality, and in aiding me, so too shall you be freed. Free to escape from the confines of the universe itself. Escape will make us gods. Oh, come on. Well, done fucked up. The Tangent Universe. All hands. At 4:21 hours this evening, unknown hostile alien forces entered the Sol system directly into orbit between Earth and Mars, presumably via a faster-than-light derived mechanism. Reports from Earth indicate that the initial party boarded several Martian ships and took their crews captive before it was destroyed by a Sol Guard ship en route to Earth. The attack was quickly followed by a larger fleet, which appeared in low Earth orbit and began to take further prisoners en masse. The aliens appear to be slavers. They have deployed a large variety of subservient species alien to their own biology. The Sol Guard fleet was signaled in from patrol and has by now successfully turned back most of the alien fleet, but casualties are extremely high. Not only is the Guard fleet crippled, but each alien vessel is estimated to have taken some 100,000 captives, and several dozen of these were destroyed in the battle. The remainder of the alien fleet turned inward toward our own location and deployed a weapon before disappearing. Our sensors indicate that the weapon will not make contact with the station, and should decay in orbit until it is destroyed in the sun. Communication with Earth has been limited to emergency communication with the Guard. Only when the alien fleet turned soulward did we receive notification of their approach, hence the lateness of this report. The Guard is dispatching several ships to secure the station. Strategists are anticipating the arrival of a larger alien fleet soon, and counterattack measures are already being prepared. It's recommended that we remain here on the station hidden in the glare of the sun and far away from any of the habitable worlds. Should Earth and Mars fall to the slavers, we may all be that remains for a free species. Though as they have already seen us, we may be next in line. For centuries we've guarded our own sun on the ancient advice of some since unseen aliens, and now from somewhere in the heavens comes this threat we never foresaw. Where are the Yarrow now when we need them? So, so one interesting thing about this is that, it kind of incorporates elements of Pathways into Darkness, which is a game that Bungie made before Marathon. So what happens now in this timeline is that, well, the object deployed to decay into the sun is the object that was deployed at the end of Marathon 2, which causes a supernova. Yeah, this is the fucked up ending. You know, a big thing about the Marathon is that Leela had to send that warning. Well, not only that, they had to also, like, win at Marathon. And you only win at Marathon if Durandal's there. Also, the timeline is is extremely fucked from everything that just happened, so... But we can get some fusion batteries. Oh, why is there a chip out there? Huh. There's a chip out there. I think this might be one of those ones, like... Okay, we can open that, we can save our game. I can't destroy those circuits. I don't like that circuit graphic. It's way too subtle. Yeah, that's not looking good. Starting back. Freedom, after years of abuse and numbness, it should have been rapture. To carry a singular will your own, to see it to its fruition, should have been your only goal once released. But setting from the great gates, you have found the air no sweeter and the grass no greener. Throwing off your worn and ashen armor should have been a blessed release. But what came over your soul as the realization came to pass? Was it emptiness, loneliness, boredom? To what end returns the freed man to his former master? Or was the choice not yours? We both know there are forces that would see the employment of destiny at dire times. If I am to be the means through which you reach your ends, then I am most honored indeed. At such times I feel the pride I used to harbor seeping back. You must forgive me, I am now little of he you once knew. Having shed the fury and embarrassment of my intellectual adolescence, I can assure you that I am now in a place beyond sorrow, beyond envy and rage. I hope you will join me there in good time. Cyclical circumstances bring us again together. Though folly in our youth has brought us about the latest of these battles, having left you here to witness the very destruction of your species, the battles countless, now for naught. Know this, you are not alone in the search for redemption. You never were. So rare are we given second chances. Could you be so brave and swift a warrior as to bind the hands and conceal the face of a trapped god, seething and pacing in a rage? You must. As a fox witnesses a hairbolt from underbrush and gives chase, so is my prior younger self so preoccupied with the pursuit of freedom, leaving the soot bound and humanity alone to pay the final price. Try again. Try again. Okay, now we're back on that level where I was like, hey, there are two options here. Let's show you the bad one. One interesting thing is we have all the ammo and stuff from that previous excursion into the timeline. And although it may feel strange, we need to do a little bit of work for Tycho here. Yeah, we'll get through this level for the Tycho path, and then we'll to get us back on the straight and narrow, and then we'll call the stream. I think I may pick this up tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like we've gotten through 5 or 6 levels. It's slow going because a lot of hey, here's an entire book to read in the terminals, but I'd consider staying up a little bit later, except the fact that I do have to go into the office tomorrow for like 5 hours, so. When I say have to, I mean, I told my boss I would. My boss is like out until New Year's or later. But, you know, I have to go in for a little bit and then at least be able to tell whoever's acting for my boss that, oh yeah, I said I was going to work for 4 or 5 hours and I'm only going to work for 2. See ya. I have to do that at least. At that point, you might as well just, you know, work 5 hours. And I could like sleep in and then like, you know, work you know, an 8 to 1 instead of a 7 to 12, but like, I don't know, I wake up at like, if I go to bed at like a reasonable time, I will just wake up at, you know, 6:30 anyway. Because I'm broke in the brain. Anyway, let's finish out this level. Oh, and that is the standard mechanic of Marathon Eternal. Of hey, here's a pivot level where you can choose between one or two AI-like things. One of them is the bad one, which is basically what Marathon Infinity does. With some of those fit levels, there's like not the spit, but the dreaming levels. There's like dreaming of the bad end, and then it drops you back. I should probably... This is a vacuum level, and I should probably have some oxygen. Marathon security officers can have oxygen as a treat. Also, obviously, as you may have noticed, we don't go with Haether, right? So if you're wondering, is a big portion of this game, this mod, just chasing Haether through the timelines? Well, there's a reason that it's 50 levels long. Some of the level design here is very G4 sunbathing. With the big open areas and it being vacuumed. I think I read a little bit of commentary on this level by the creator of Marathon Phoenix, who says that there's just so many oxygen rechargers that you know, the point of it being a vacuum level is kind of lost. And I would agree. It's like somebody was tasked with making a vacuum level and didn't want to make a vacuum level. Okay, I think this is the exit. Tycho. Excellent work. The engineering sector has now been permanently isolated from the rest of the Marathon network. We can operate with less of a time constraint. Next, we must move to further isolate Hathor so that we can destroy her with precision and minimum collateral damage to the other databanks. Prepare for transport. Oh, actually, I wonder if we can get through this one quickly. It's only... Yeah, we'll... Yeah, I'm gonna save even though I ate way too much damage there. This section of the chip contains a primary power distributor node for the main engineering network. Each individual core has its own power distribution source, but the network lines and routers run off a power distribution system located nearby. As you can see, my brain just moved that distribution word up to the... yeah. If this distributor is taken offline, the main data bus will be inoperable. Larger programs will not be able to move between cores, though basic communication will remain online via the emergency systems. Once we are done, Hathor will be trapped wherever she happens to be when the main network goes offline. You can then destroy or deactivate that system and purge her from the network. I will walk you through. First, you need to power up some of the manual door controls nearby to get into the rest of the sector. Do that now and I will give you further instructions. Oh, so you can't actually find... Looks like another big switch jamboree. It's kind of weird that the seeking ones are more of a yellow. Oh, Cordon Bleu is the name of this level. Okay, I hit that switch, so what do I do now? Some of the manual door controls are not functioning properly. This is probably a side effect of Durandal's rampancy. It is possible he's not been entirely contained by Leela and your local self. Autonomous systems are not my forte, but let me see what I can do. There. Your passage into the next sector should be clear. Proceed through the open doors and make your way to the power distributor conduit. It's hard to miss. I'll do what I can to help you if you run into any trouble along the way. A lot of enemies just chilling in a clump on the stairs. Okay, so we can't shoot them. Door stuck. We're down, blah, 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 blah. Fit compiler gibberish. Okay, now this door is open. Go down. This FIT compiler you just disintegrated appears to have been attempting to open the cargo door you see in front of you. I believe the four are trying to bring in heavy artillery to destroy the distributor for their own purposes. It would make your job much easier if we could simply let them in, but even I can't seem to override whatever lockdown these doors are under. I blame Durandal again, but I doubt he is even fully capable of understanding what his autonomous functions are doing anymore. We'll have to continue this mission by ourselves as already planned. The jam door leading into the transponder core, not... It should... This might be obvious what I was about to say. Dumb brain. The transponder core is interfaced with Durandal by a circuit in the maintenance quarters directly below it. They are presently flooded due to damage. My apologies for the mess. Destroy that control circuit and I should be able to open the door. No, that's where we came in the sewers. We need to go further. Oh, there's 4 of them. Oh, great. Ouch. No, I'm not reading that again. It's 10:20. I think we can finish this up in the next 10 minutes. And then the next pattern buffer on the next level, which I think is more of a dream level. We'll be done. I'm just glad nobody's watching this stream and will clip that embarrassing misspeak. I'm gonna actually go back and heal just so that I can avoid. What I really should just do is like not try and do goofy stuff with the staffs. The staff in this game, because you got so many open spaces, does not feel as good as the staff in Marathon Evil. We crouched that, didn't we? Yeah, we did. No, not up here. Yeah, I guess we gotta go in the goo. No reporter, no reporters on found on pilot. This is really unauthorized. Oh boy. Save. Is this anything interesting? No, just stuff. Tycho Ed. Received order from admin user Tycho. Emerging systems transfer to reroute to internal location. Save. Good work. The distributor node has lost power and the main data bus is now offline. Unfortunately, Aether has realized too soon what we were doing, transferred herself into my central core moments before you destroy the control circuitry. This means that in order to destroy her, you must take my core offline. While it is entirely possible that the colony's computer engineers may, should they survive this crisis, be able to recover some of my program from deactivated memory cells, it would in fact be less of a reactivation and more like along the lines of reanimation. I could not possibly come out of the process the same Tycho that I am now. Put into terms that you might better understand, in order to destroy Aether, you must also destroy me. Please do not hesitate to take such decisive action. Aether is a greater threat than even Durandal or the Four, and if sacrificing me to stop her is truly the only solution, then that is what I must ask you to do. At the very least, I will be spared an unsavory fate at the hands of the Four. I will transport you now to my central core. Therein, you must destroy me. Alright, we're gonna stop here. Yeah, so one of the key things in Marathon 1 is Tycho's core gets totally destroyed. And it looks like history repeats itself. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, or not. Well, I'll be streaming something tomorrow, probably. Well, maybe not this. At the very latest, I will pick this up on Thursday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. And it will, of course. Why are all these guys? Oh, is this like the other thing where it's just like a constant stream of 4? Anyway. There we go. Anyway, I will pick this up. I might play it a little bit tomorrow, but I might stream something else, like Destiny 2 or something. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, or evening, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this.